Hello everyone, I'm Jackie.
And I am Anna, and we are creative marketing consultants and the brains behind Hire AS.
Yeah, we're here to provide lessons that we learned working at different agencies, marketing departments, to how businesses like yours make an impact.
Dipworthy is our podcast about marketing and how you can apply it to your business.
Yeah, we're gonna give you some bite-sized insights so you can dip your toes into the very strange world of marketing without drowning in it.
All right, so what are we dipping into today, Jacqueline?
That's true. So this is our very first episode, and we thought before we dip anything, because we're gonna dip some stuff, we wanted to use this time to actually introduce ourselves or reintroduce ourselves. Some of you may know who we are, some of you may not. Hopefully some people may not know who we are. So this is our moment to kind of just remind everybody who are AS. So do you want to tell us who Anna is?
Yeah, so I'm Anna. I'm a Capricorn. Enjoy long walks on the beach.
No, she doesn't. She's a Capricorn, though.
This is true. I just learned how to swim 2 years ago.
That's a true story.
So a little bit about me. I have a background in writing, a copywriter, and I've spent my entire career just writing. And what I mean by that is I've written, social media posts, the copy that you see on packages, the copy that you see on websites when you're going to go buy a product. So basically, if you're a consumer and you've probably read something about a product or a service, a copywriter wrote that, and that's what I've done in various iterations throughout my career. And one of the reasons that we kind of started Hire AS is because we have all these really cool skills that we can use for other companies that we've been using in our day jobs, and we're like, how can we use these to work with companies or products that we really like, and how can we kind of spread our wings, so to speak, in ways that really inspire us, right? Because you're in a corporate job, you do things within reason, within the structure. So we're like, let's just grow ourselves. Let's see what we can do with all these skills. And that's part of the reason why we're here today, and part of the reasons why we said, you know what haven't we done yet? A podcast. So here we are.
Okay, so I don't know if we mentioned this, but Anna and I are married, so we're partners in life and in business.
We should trademark that, partners in life and
I'm
in
sure
business.
someone has already done that. But, I've actually been wanting to work with Anna for many years. When we started dating, I quickly picked up on how clever and witty she was as a writer, as a communicator. And so I've actually been wanting to get Hire AS, I guess a pre-Hire AS for some time now. At one point I called it A&J projects, right? I even had a Google Drive. And but I think in 2020 we realized that we had moved in together. We definitely were going to be committed to each other. So we actually decided to do Hire AS, this marketing consulting business, back in 2020, but we didn't take the leap of faith until 2022. So a little bit about how we got there is, so I'm Jackie, the other AS. She's the writer, creative.
We're both creative.
We're both creative. That's the cool thing about having this business is we get to do that. But so for my background has been mostly in client management and in the advertising world, accounts is not finance. It's actually working with the clients. And so I've had a lot of time where I've got to strategize with clients and then come back to our team, which is usually there's this big team of people from planning to creative to production to media and all this stuff, strategy as well. And strategy has always been a very dear part for me. I'm a very curious person. And so that curiosity has really landed me in working in spaces where working in advertising, I worked for a nonprofit because I do care about social good and things that matter. And so anyways, it's sort of just all of this work that I have been doing kind of led us to, in 2022, you have, I don't know anybody out there who are in their mid 30s, but I had this moment where I was like, what am I doing with all these skills? I'm achieving, I'm accomplishing things, but I think I'm ready to put it into something that I want to build and build with my wife. And so that's 2022. We're let's do it. And so we went for it. And so we've been in business for a couple years now. And she's talking about like what we haven't done a podcast yet. Well, I think part of the reason why we haven't is because I think like many business owners, you have to prioritize. And honestly, these last 2 years, we've had the opportunity to kind of really explore what we want to do, like really focus. I always tell our clients and colleagues to focus.
Her favorite F word.
Yes, my favorite F word. And so this podcast really is also, it also signifies our commitment to really disrupting. We want to disrupt the small business world in terms of how they think about marketing and how strategy plays a role, right? Strategy, the thinking, the philosophy around how to reach your clients, how to connect with them, how to deepen your relationships with them, and being creative about your story and being creative with your resources. And so we're like, okay, we're ready to continue this journey for our business and for our clients and meet other people as well. So that's long-winded, right? I'm very long-winded at times.
Yes.
Sometimes you can summarize for me. Do you want to summarize basically what I just said?
Basically, we're at a point where we're gonna kick this to the next gear. We've been doing this for 2+ years. So how can we kind of elevate it and continue on this path that we've decided we want to pursue? And part of it is we want to help you, by you I mean the people out there, our friends, viewers, clients, disrupt marketing. And I think what we mean by that is like to help you make these connections that you realize you couldn't make or you didn't think you could make, and really just change the way you think about things. And change them in a positive way that makes it feel like this whole process is made for you and authentic to you, because that's what a good marketing campaign, a good marketing strategy is. It's authentic connection with the client or the customer.
And maybe this is premature dipping, but I do think that when I think about marketing, it's especially for small businesses, is when you invest in marketing and really treat it as a true tool for your business. I also see it as a celebration of your business, right? There's a storytelling element of celebrating why you do what you do, how it impacts the people that you work with or your clients, the community. And so we want to bring some of that celebration to feeling of all the hard work that y'all are doing and bring it to the forefront in a really beautiful way, in a unique way.
Beautiful.
We're not even going to dip.
So let's explain. So Dipworthy, I know you're like, it's a podcast about marketing, Dipworthy, right? In the intro, we said this is kind of like a way for you to dip your toes into it. So there's that aspect. But also, this is something that I experienced in college and it's kind of stuck through me. I had a professor that during all our classrooms or classes, he would always have a snack. So we'd be discussing whatever we were studying. We'd have a snack, and I remember someone's like, "Why do you always bring snacks? Like, this is cool, but what's the reason?" And he's like, "Well, when you're breaking bread, you do it with usually like people like your family or friends. You never do it with an enemy. So it feels very comfortable to break bread with, So he brings these snacks as an exercise to help us get comfortable. So part of introducing snacks and part of the reason why we named it Dipworthy is like we want to create a space where like this is like amongst friends and family." A space where we can kind of really talk about topics that may be difficult or just new. And you're like, hey, if we get it wrong or if someone has a question, like no problem, right? Yeah. This is just like a space for us to grow and learn. And we call ourselves foodies, so
we do have a blog.
Yeah, there's I don't know if you've heard of Donas y Tortas.
Yes, Donas y Tortas. Donuts y Tortas.
Donuts y Tortas, donuts, why tortas? So if we can integrate food into whatever we do, we will do it, and that is what we're doing.
Gladly.
So yeah, that's how Dipworthy came to be. Some place where you can kind of dip your toes into a new topic, and a place where we can also include food, because why not, right? Everyone loves food. And you can also recommend marketing topics and food topics. It's twofold.
Yes.
Right? So
snacks.
And snacks.
Things you want us to dip as well. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so yeah. Microphone with the podcast.
Okay, so I was going to say, I think to just, as you're saying, there's a space for everyone. We also invite you to send us tips on things you want us to discuss, maybe things that you think are dip worthy, and we'll call out your business. Because for me, I'm always like, we are also learning from other businesses and small business owners who are excelling at things. And then also if there's any snacks or like interesting combinations of what we can dip into what, please do share.
Yeah. These first few snacks, I think they're basic, but you know what? We're getting started.
Let's get it going.
Let's get it going.
I think you all kind of have an idea of who we are. So
this is technically the conclusion of our intro episode, right? Again, the point of this is for it to be small, to be quick, something you listen to in between meetings, in between going from one place to another. But we want to give you all enough info that it makes it worthwhile, but short enough that we don't lose you.
Okay.
So with that, thank you for tuning in to our first episode. And
we're marketers, so we're going to do a little bit of ending plug real quick. But you can find us on all the social media channels. It's pretty easy. Just look us up. Hire, like you're going to hire somebody. HIRE, ELLAS. So please follow us on social media.
Yes.
And I hope you enjoy the first dip-worthy episode that's coming up.
I did. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh. Sorry about that.